guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Johanna. For those of you who are new here, welcome. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. A great big shout out to my channel members for supporting my channel. Thank you. Okay, so there's going to be some background noises, but we're going to just ignore them. This first part of the video is going to be about my thoughts about Hobonichi 2025 and the recent release on their website. I'll go into the monthly, the weekly, and then the daily in August in my Hobonichi Cousin Avec A5, and then I'll end the video with all of the lunches that I filmed during my normal scheduled work day. So it's going to be a very long video, very chatty video. So get comfortable, get a drink, put me up in the background, and let's get started. All right, so it's currently Monday, September 2nd. It's a holiday here in the US, although I just finished working some hours. I wanted to film this video, potentially another one. We'll just see how much I actually talk in this one. And I actually have some thoughts about the release of Hobonichi 2025. So if you didn't know, Hobonichi releases their products on September 1st every year. If you're ordering online, it's September 1st, 11 a.m. Japan time, and however that converts to your time. So for me here in Hawaii, that was August 31st at 4 p.m. I'd worked that day, I waited a couple of hours, and then I signed on. Now last year was my first order with Hobonichi, but I didn't order until October 1st because that's when the one-piece items release, and the process was simple, straightforward. Spent way more than I had anticipated, but whatever. I'm a single working professional. I make my own money. I make my own choices. Cool. Now, because I had heard things in the past, I had a backup plan. I actually had two, because I wasn't sure if things that I wanted was going to be sold out. I wasn't sure if the website would time out. I wasn't sure because I'd never purchased anything on release day. So when I got on at 4 o'clock, I already had my list. I had things in the cart. I had to make some corrections because I had chosen the wrong size. What I actually was looking for was the Spy Family stuff. And then I went to go check out, and I was getting our servers are busy, please try again. And when I would refresh, and I probably did this over a period of like 30 minutes, some of the things that are in my cart actually got sold out. So I'm like, all right, Johanna, here's the deal. There's things that you want, and it looks like it's going to be an issue here. I didn't know if everything that I wanted would sell out or just the two things thus far would sell out. And so I went over to JetPens, jetpens.com. Now, with any of the third-party sellers for Hobonichi products, I believe they were under order that, you can't have this available until 11 a.m. September 1st, Japan time. So I went to their website, and they had the stuff that I wanted, definitely more than what I was seeing on Hobonichi, because I actually could toggle between the two screens. But on the Hobonichi website, I was never actually able to get past going to the checkout. So I don't know how much my shipping would be. So even though the items that I eventually purchased were definitely more, I don't know when you factor in the upmarket charge for JetPens to purchase and store, and then factoring in the shipping charges that they paid, I don't know how much different it was. But again, I had to make that decision of, do I wait and not have this stuff, or do I just get it from an alternate vendor? And I chose alternate vendor. Now, I did not purchase everything that was on my list. I just purchased the 4 things that I really, truly wanted. And then on October 1st, when I go back and do my one-piece order, then I'll square up and I'll see what's still available. I'll get my Avec, all the things that I want. So for me, while there was some disappointment, there wasn't really a surprise. I figured that could happen. I mean, you've got this brand that is beloved in Japan and has quite an avid following across the world, right? Asian markets, European markets, US markets, that it's not surprising. I think there's a lot of either bots or upsellers who are purchasing as quickly as they can so they can get it on their websites so that they can resell things. And so you're just contending with a lot of people trying to get the things, all the things for all the people. So I am still happy that I got my order. And ultimately, I have to be kind of zen about this because it's just paper. What I actually purchased was the Spy Family leather cover. It's very similar to this. I believe it's in navy. And so I'm going to warehouse my Avecs in these two systems, the one piece Going Merry system, and then the Eden Academy one from Spy Family. And so every 6 months I just jump into the new system because I actually don't like switching things out, you know, every month, every week, whatever. So having it warehoused in the two different systems, that makes sense to me. And I bought some accessories actually, and those are the things that had sold out. But with the Avec, I know I can get that regardless of what time. I can get that from Amazon. I can get that from anywhere. And some of the other things that I know that I want in October are really for collector's items for me. They're not actually going to be useful. So what I actually needed was not even something that was a concern for me for that September 1st. Rollout. So maybe that's why I'm a little bit more zen about it and not as disappointed, because I really wasn't going after any of those, you know, fancy covers or whatever. I knew what I wanted and I got what I wanted from another site. So yeah, going in for next year, we'll see what the release is. Again, I will manage my own expectations of it's an online site. You're going to contend with people who will wake up for it, people who will be up like I was, and then people in Japan or Asia in that own time zone who are also want to get the products as well. So, you know, just make that list. And if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Like, I have to be okay with that, right? I have actually bigger, pressing, more important concerns in my life by way of work and health than the stuff that just makes me happy to have. I don't necessarily need it. So those are my thoughts on the rollout of the Hobonichi 2025 line. When I do get my order from Jet Pens, I will share that with you. And then when I get my order in October, after I do the one piece, then of course I will share that with you as well. And it's more because I just really enjoy their products, and it makes me happy and excited to think about it more than it's a flex like, oh, look at me, aren't I special and important? All right, so let's go through the flip through. As I mentioned, this is the Going Merry. I have to look at this. This is the Going Merry mast head that was on the ship. The Thousand Sunny actually has a different one, and that is in the tan color. So I'm going to take this out because it's just easier to deal with. And we're going to go through the different sections. So for August, it wasn't as heavy in meetings as it was the month before. The month before, it was 22 hours of meetings and nearly 7 hours of webinars. It's about 29 hours of stuff. For August, it was nearly 18 hours of meetings, so still a lot of meetings, all things considered, and then 2 hours of interviews because I was on a hiring committee for another department and we interviewed some people. So still, lots of meetings. I have not set up September yet. Like I said, it's only the 2nd. I will go through and put all of the meetings that are scheduled. If they are canceled, I'm just going to write it. Because I like seeing the overview of what's going on, and whether it happens or not, I can square that up. And again, I have that information on the office calendar, but I do like to see it in like a bird's eye. I have marked through December all of the Crack the Vault video due dates. So the one for September, be on the lookout for it, is going to be on September 20th, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's monthly overview, very simple. So let's go into the weeklies. Now I think I had showed you this. And I had tried out a few different systems or a few different layouts. So this is going into the first week of August. Because I am still very task heavy, I still have it in this format here. In the latter part of the year, hoping when the tasks will be cut down a little bit, I'm actually going to play around with some other layouts that I have played around just in testers in something I did last year. I'll link that video towards the end of this one because in the weekly sections, just because you have the vertical doesn't mean you need to use the vertical. But that has been working out as I've mentioned, and again, I don't know where you are in this journey with me, but I am not a to-doer. I am not a planner. I am a archivist. I write down what I have done because that's the way that my brain works. It doesn't work with you need to do this, 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 and this, because if I don't do that in whatever day I've scheduled it for, I know logistically I can just move it over, but in my brain, all it sees is failure, failure, failure. It doesn't focus on the things that I did check off. It focuses on the things that I didn't. So I've just learned, work with my brain, write down things that I have done, and we're good. I do like to do a word of the day. I do like to do a tarot pull of the day, and that's generally only during scheduled work days. I don't know why. I don't feel the need to do it during weekends or holidays, but I don't. I've been playing around with where I put the deco. The deco just makes me happy. It is absolutely unnecessary. I could just do pen only and still be absolutely satisfied with this, but I do like flipping on a week-to-week basis and just looking at stuff. That makes me happy. This was quite an interesting week for me just because I generally deal towards darker toned pens, and so having this, it's not a rainbow, there's no greens or blues, but having something like this I think is visually attractive, but it's also kind of distracting. So I'm glad some of these colors didn't end up until the end of the week. Again, trying different layouts because I know that if I put things in the same place week over week over week, even though it doesn't take a chunk of this, it's actually comprised more of dailies, it's going to have weird bumps and ridges. I want to avoid that. Oh, and the other thing that I have on here is what I've actually eaten for lunch. This was a very interesting layout. I had actually wanted to film this with you guys, but August and in September is going to be crazy cuckoo nuts. So I actually have the last of the weeks set up, and I'll show you at the end of the weekly section. And then probably later on tonight, I will do the next 3 or 4 weeks just off camera. It's just easier. But I looked into my cutesy stash. These are from Sticky Club. And I'm like, okay, well, let's use some of those. And even though it's not the style that I would generally lean to, I like the vintage, I like the girls, I like the flowers. I'm not gonna lie, this was quite pretty to me. It was quite interesting. And the pen choices were specifically around the pinks and the grays and the blacks of the stickers here. I was able to use an entire sticker sheet, and I really liked how this is super functional, and yet it's still very decorative, both with the pen and the stickers on the page. Some of the stickers I actually filled in after at the end of the week and just finished out the sheet. But yeah, I thought that was very visually interesting. I did find though, however, when I was writing here, some of it would catch on the ridging, not enough to mess up my handwriting, but enough for me. I'm like, Right. There's stickers underneath there. So I do prefer these washi stickers that have less of a footprint than something like this that has a little bit of ridging. But again, I've got so much stuff. I don't necessarily want to limit what I'm using, although as you can see week over week, I do want a lot of writing space. It makes me happy. This is the final week of August, and so again, just super busy. The 26th was actually the very first day of the semester, so it was just one of those weeks where I was just over it before it even begun. But that's typical for me. And then this is the setup for this incoming week. Now I actually have worked today and I do have a list, but I wanted to show this to you guys kind of clean. I did move some things around, again playing with some cutesy stickers, not typically what you'd see. Because they're bunnies, it actually kind of leans towards Easter for me, but they're warmer tones, so I'm like, well no, kind of fallish. I live in Hawaii, the state of endless summer, so I actually don't ever experience fall or winter or spring. It's just green and more green. So any kind of fallish or winterish or spring-ish things generally is done here in my planner system. So when we're done with this video, I will be doing catch up here. And then this is either going to be the word of the day and this is going to be the tarot pull, or vice versa. I haven't decided, but I will decide that tomorrow morning. will be where I put the lunches that I've eaten. And then these two sections here can either be for thoughts. More than likely it's going to, at least one of them, track the overtime of the week. And then the other one will just be an open thing that I'll probably deal with at the end of the week. As you can see, nothing's set up, and I probably will set up through the end of September, just off camera. So that's the catch up for the weekly sections. Again, not earth-shattering. It's basically the same thing, slightly different week over week. Visually, it makes it interesting. I do have to watch, like with something like this, that I'm actually starting on the day that I'm supposed to, but it has not changed. Not in its functionality, right? There's lots and lots of writing on the page, and I really enjoy that. And if you are not aware, I am a bottom tab person for the most used things, so my monthly, my weekly, and my dailies. Though tabs on the side help me get to the section a little bit quicker, but these are the ones that I use consistently. So this one, the monthly and the daily, I do move it over as I need to. So let's go into the dailies now. Now, some of this you would have seen because I did show a few days when I was doing my last monthly wrap-up of August. And so the pen of the month was this Tombow right here. I do need to catch up with, and I'll show you in a minute, with choosing the color for September. And where I do that is actually in the beginning here. So now that I'm here, let me catch up with some things. My period actually didn't finish until right there. And I will need to look up the September zodiac for Leo and Rat. I've been enjoying that, so I'm going to continue that. This is where I'm going to do some research on September things and then choose the Tombow of the month. And that Tombow heavily features in the daily section, which is why on every single page in the daily, this is somewhere, even if it's just some dots, just because I'm not going to limit myself on what I'm doing on the page, but I do like to see the consistency. And I did that in July, liked how that looked. I did that in August, I liked how that looked. And so that's just something that I'm going to continue. And for the daily pages, it truly has been somewhat of a highlight reel for me, but not highlight like in these were the most amazing things that happened, because that's not my life. I live a very vanilla life. And so day to day, it's pretty much the same. But there are some differences. So the highlight necessarily isn't, it was a good thing. It was just a slightly different thing from the day before, the week before, the month before. You're going to notice a lot of things with being tired and stressed. But that's just going to be ongoing for this time of year. How I use the page really just depends on my mood. As we get into the latter part of the month, you'll definitely see things change significantly. Again, I look up things on Google, like Google a work doodle and then try to recreate it. Nothing overly exciting. Again, featured heavily with the color of the month. And I don't know exactly what was going on, but I was hungry. That's what this doodle is. So I have to read. Oh yeah, I was up early because we had to leave early because I need to be somewhere earlier than usual. I didn't bring any food with me. I thought I had a stash. Didn't really have a stash. The things in the cafeteria were not that great. It was just a whole thing of, I really want food. So because of that, I did purchase some backup stash of shelf-stable things that are in my office now. Because if I'm not at home, it's not a big deal, but it is a big deal if I'm in the office. I'm having some issues with my legs, and so I do have two. The best thing I can equate it to is soft cast, that they change every single week because I have like superficial wounds or ulcers on my legs and they need to be covered and compressed. And so I have two of them, and that's the new thing. I've had this in the past, but usually it's just one leg. But we did go to Starbucks afterwards on the way home because I actually started the day, went to the doctor's, finished the day at home. So that was a highlight of that day. And I got some stickers, and again, that's going to be featured in the haul. And so these 2 days kind of play off each other because although I've been in the habit of writing down what's the highlight of the day, I haven't been actually doing the deco generally on the same day. I've found it's just easier to write the things, and then if I feel like it, go back in and do whatever deco I feel like. And this is one of those pages where I had done all the deco and then realized I did not have any of this pen yet. So that's why some of the things you see here are just to kind of fill in the space, but it still does bring in the color for the 2 days. And I have liked playing off the 2 pages. I don't necessarily have to have it the same. But again, because I'm usually doing the deco stuff or even some of the journaling after the fact, I just like, okay, well, I've got all of my stuff out right now, so go ahead and put it down. But it doesn't have to be. I don't want you to think that it does. And I'm not sure what I'm mad at. Oh, yeah, that was a Baskin Robbins thing. And you wouldn't think that Baskin Robbins could piss you off, but yeah, they can. That's all I'm going to say about that. Tired and sore. The boots that I had on for that particular week were on too tight. Eventually, towards the ending part of the week, I was able to deal with it. But in the beginning of the week, the Tuesday that I got them, that night, both of my legs cramped up alternately. So it was not even like one time in both legs. As soon as I dealt with one, it'd go in another. It would move from my ankle to my calf in just weird spots that I couldn't really even massage because I have this 4 compression boot on it. It was such a crappy week for me. But that's really pretty, I have to say. It's really pretty to me. And so you're going to see a lot of the girls and some deco and just playing with the collaging thing. As you guys know, I love watching Instagram, the collagers for like notebook therapy or any of the other ones really. And it's harder than you'd think. So I've just been playing around. Some of the weeks I think it looks better than others. This morning, because of the issues with my legs from this night, I probably got about 2 hours of sleep, and I was exhausted. And then it was from that point on that I try to make a concerted effort at least once or twice in a day, even if it's just for like 10 minutes, especially when I'm working from home, to take a break and actually elevate my legs. And I know it sounds like a duh kind of thing, but because there is so much work on my plate, it just seems counterproductive to do that, because that's like 10 or 15 minutes times 1 or 2 that I could just trying to plow through all of the work that I have. But you have to have that balance. I mean, I would never tell my colleagues, no, you just got to plow through and get as much done. But when it comes to me, it's just, how do I kind of balance my anxiety with my physical health? Because I can try to take care of one, but then the other one's going to ramp up because I still have all this work that I know is just waiting for me. But then if I only focus on the work, then I'm going to have even more difficulties with health issues. So it's just, it's a struggle. But, just gotta do what you can as best as you can. Playing around with some stamps. Did I manage? Yeah, I managed to get color, this color, on the pages. And you can see, again, I had the rollout, so I might as well use the similar stickers, because these are actually not similar stickers, but they look close enough that it's fine. Again, I don't need it to match. I just, usually when I have my supplies out with me, I don't want to have a full desk of stuff because my desk is actually quite small. So if I can limit what I have on my desk, then I can just focus on what I'm doing for that particular day or week or whatever. Again, just playing around with stuff. And I think I had actually done the stamping and then added the stickers after the fact. So that's why some of the layering isn't the best, but whatever. I left a space here to do some journaling and then decided that's enough. I don't need more than that. This one wasn't in the mood for journaling, so just use this on a stamp. Same thing here, and I've just got a little sticker collage here. And it honestly, it looks kind of bad to me. I don't like how it looks, but it gets the point across. I was tired AF, and rest in peace, sanity, because I'm losing my mind. Stick a fork in me. I'm done. This whole stabby cat thing, I don't know why I was feeling kind of stabby cat, but I was absolutely feeling kind of stabby cat. And so luckily, with the whole leg thing, I've only been in the office once a day, or 1 day a week versus the 2 days a week. And that has helped because then I can elevate my legs more, but also it is less likely that I'm going to run into someone. In fact, it's impossible that I'm going to run into someone that I'm working with when I am feeling like stabby cat, because my words can be polite, but my face, my attitude, and my body language just scream stabby, 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 stabby. So, yeah. I like this spread a lot. These are some sticky club stickers, and I think I still have a few more of those stabby cats. Now this, I mean, you go from stabby cat to sunshine and light, but I was playing with some washi stickers. This is actually the inspiration. This I had gotten with a gift card from my friend Poet. Again, when I do my haul video, I'll show you what I was able to get with that birthday gift card that she had sent. I have these little booklets. Let me grab one that look like this. And I've actually found these really difficult to work with because, I mean, how do you incorporate that into a spread? And when I was in my Hobonichi weeks, it actually takes a lot of real estate. Well, I have a lot of real estate to deal with. And so I will be incorporating more of these. You know, I love me some floral stickers. I love me some girl stickers. And I think this is absolutely beautimous. Absolutely beautimous. So you will be probably seeing stuff like this because it was fun to play around with. I had the inspiration for the 2 pages. It might be interesting because actually in the set that I bought, I think there's like 5 different colors, and within the 5 different colors, there's like 5 or 6 different girls. And so I could go for an entire month of just having one feature sticker and then some corresponding color stickers, because again, the subject matter actually is irrelevant to me. And then putting some journaling down or whatever and just incorporating the pen of the day. I don't know. I think that's a good route to go. This I was playing around with some other things that I had in my stash. And again, just trying to make it visually interesting. As you can see, there's no journaling on this page. There's just this list, right? Because I can do that at the end of the day or first thing in the morning for the previous day of just all the highlights. And if I want to go in and do some journaling, I absolutely can incorporate that. I mean, I could still incorporate it here if I wanted to, but if this is just going to be a list of things that happened for that day and some collaging or some stickers or some pen, well, then that's all it's going to be. And I'm absolutely okay with that. Again, playing with some things that were in my stash. These stickers I had found because they're tucked away, but I was looking for some anime stickers for the setup that I'm going to show you next. I'm like, oh, aren't those pretty? And doesn't that look strange but interesting with these very old-fashioned kind of flowers? And then adding some of this, again, very minimally, but it's there. I didn't feel the need to journal. I don't think it needs it. And with these daily pages, it really is just open to whatever. If all I had was just that, I didn't put any deco on, fine. I've got an account of the day, and that in and of itself will tell me either I wasn't feeling it, or I was too busy, or who cares? It's just paper, right? I already have the value of this little system in the 2 months that I finished. If I did nothing else in this notebook for the rest of the year, I'd still have gotten my money's worth. Because I know some people hate to see empty pages, feel like they have to do something on that. I like doing the deco, and so I'll do it when I have a moment or I'm in that headspace. But if it doesn't happen, I'm not going to let a paper system make me feel bad about myself. I have too much on my plate for having an inanimate object put me in that kind of mindset. Yeah. And then this is the Spy Family setup. And again, talked about a little bit about the whole Hobonichi ordering thing. I had these stickers already because I do enjoy anime, and I do really enjoy this particular anime. I'm actually rewatching it again. And so again, these 2 pages play off of each other. There is no rhyme or reason. The only thing that is the same day over day, week over week, is this color here. And I had fun playing with this. Again, trying to incorporate these type of stickers with some of the more vintagey things that I like was a little harder than I anticipated. And visually, I think it's quite striking, if not a little confusing, but it still makes me happy. And it still actually encapsulates what was going on for me, actually mostly here, although leading up to the 31st, I was really, really looking forward to. And even with all the issues on the website, I'm looking forward to my stuff. I'm looking forward to September 30th when I order my one piece, and I'll be looking forward to that stuff. Towards the end of the year, I'll be looking forward to doing setup for 2025. I mean, I'm happy with the stuff that I have. I'm looking forward to the stuff that I'm getting. And I'm not going to let paper or fabric or any of that stuff get me down, right? I mean, it's very much a first world problem. Like, oh, I couldn't get the thing I wanted to help prettify my life. And I don't mean to minimize anyone's disappointment or frustration. That's not what this is about. But for me personally, I have just had to put that sort of mind frame in my mind because I know I'm obsessive and addictive, and I know that I love my stuff, but I have enough anxiety on my plate with my health and my anxiety and my work. I can't have this stuff add to that. I refuse. For September, I have actually not done anything yet. This was my list for the Hobonichi 2025 release. As you can see, it's quite extensive, and this is only the one for September. We haven't even looked at the one for October, but whatever. I'll revisit before I get to the end of the month. I still need to fill in what happened yesterday, and then go in and do what happened today, and then I will do my monthly tracker when I get paid at the end of the week. And this I never show you guys. That's why the other one for August was filled or covered over, just because that's not something I feel comfortable sharing online. But that is my August flip through, my thoughts on the Hobonichi thing. And now, even though this video is long, I will go ahead and insert all of the lunches that I filmed for August. I'm hoping in September I can find a little bit more equilibrium and maybe do these maybe every other week, at least in the weekly section. And that way when I load the lunches that I've eaten, I'm not doing potentially 16, 20 days worth of little mini videos. Because that's the part I actually hate. Because just all of this editing and whatnot is just a lot of work. All right, guys, I'd love to know how your August went. I'd love to know if you experienced anything with the Hobonichi ordering online, or all the things, what you are getting for Hobonichi 2025. Let me know in the comment section below. All right, guys, well, that's it for me for now. And as always, aloha. Hey guys, lunch for today is pretty epic. So it's been one of those weeks where we're actually super short-staffed. The two of us that are here in the office are just falling behind because we've got to cover for the third person. So I treated my coworker and I to lunch today, and I went crazy. So this is some Penang curry, garlic chicken over rice, and some spring rolls with some veggies, some rice noodles, and some dipping sauce. First meal of the day, water throughout. And I don't know that I'll have a coffee today, but yeah, totally looking forward to this. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, lunch for today, Friday, August 2nd, is a compilation of leftovers. So yesterday I had Thai Vietnamese food. I'm actually not sure which one it is because the place that sells it sells both. But I've got some Penang curry, some rice, some garlic chicken, an egg roll cut in half, and then that greenery was from that place. And then I made some bean sprouts with some leftovers. So there's some leftover ground beef. There's a piece of ham, there is a few slices of broccoli, and a little piece of onion. So it's a compilation of all of those things. I'm really looking forward to lunch. I love Penang curry, but since most of my family doesn't, it's only something I can generally eat for lunch because it wouldn't be a dinner offering everyone would eat. Anyway, that's lunch for today. I'll see you guys next week. Hey guys, lunch for today, Monday, August 5th, is some stuff. So I've got a ham and tomato sandwich on white bread, some cantaloupe. Yesterday I had made some cracker salad. I don't know if you've ever heard of that, but it's tomato, green onions, mayonnaise, and crackers. Well, when you originally make it, it's super crunchy. Then, of course, it won't get crunchy, and so it's certainly not crunchy today. And so to combat that, because it actually still tastes good, I microwaved some microwavable bacon and put on top. I'll mix it in, and then that should add in both an additional flavor component as well as crunch. I've got water throughout, first meal of the day, also a cran apple, and I definitely will have a coffee this afternoon. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, lunch for today, Tuesday, August 6th. There's some things I cobbled together. So I have a Campbell's Chunky Chili Mac. I actually ordered that from Amazon. It was a few dollars and I wanted to try it. I've never had it before. I've got some crackers and a fruit cup. I've had my coffee already, water throughout, first meal of the day. All right, well, that's it for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, lunch for today, Wednesday. Is it? Yeah, Wednesday, August 7th, is two kinds of canned chicken. One is chicken salad and one is some concoction my brother made. tastes really good. Some sharp cheddar cheese, a layer of salad underneath, a healthy dose of Thousand Island with tomatoes, some butter, Italian bread from Costco, some green grapes. I've got a cran apple and water. I actually had a doctor's appointment this morning, so this is the first meal for the day. Anyway, that's it for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, lunch for today, Thursday, August 8th, is a ham sandwich with mayo and mustard, some washed cherries, and I have some spicy dill pickle goldfish. They're actually really good. I can only eat a little bit at a time because the spiciness adds up. But I had a iced coffee and a pastry that a coworker brought in earlier today, so I'm not that hungry. This might be sufficient. I don't even know if I'm going to have any of this. Definitely these two. And if I'm hungry later on, I do have some soup that I can eat. Otherwise, that's it for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, lunch for today, Friday, August 9th. I don't know why I keep wanting to say October. I've got a ham and cheese sandwich on some Italian bread from Costco, some washed grapes and cherries, lunch size container of Pringles, and a passion iced tea for lunch. First meal of the day, coffee later on this afternoon, water throughout. All right, hope you guys had or have a great weekend. Bye. Hey guys, lunch for today, Monday, August 12th, is some leftover pizza. Might actually feature for a few days. I went a little crazy last night. It was my brother's birthday. Anyway, I've got some pineapple, pepperoni, ham, and mushroom pizza. This is one of the new Tavern pizzas. It's really good. Some boneless barbecue chicken wings, some cherries, and a cran apple. Actually, I had my coffee and some animal crackers this morning. I was really hungry, but the food in the cafeteria for breakfast didn't sound good, so that's what I made do with until this. Definitely water throughout. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hi guys, lunch for today, Tuesday, August 13th, is a mishmash of things. So this is some leftover from pizza night the other night with some sauce. We had some eggs we had to cook up, so it's eggs and sausage. There's a little bit of Kolo pig, there's a little bit of noodles, there's a little bit of hopper rice from something else, some salad, and some ketchup and Tabasco. I have an iced venti coffee instead of a passion tea, and a cran apple. First meal of the day, it's nearly 1 o'clock, and I had a doctor's appointment this morning, so started work at 6. Left the house at 9:30, only getting back now. So yeah, it's been a long day and I still probably have 5 or 6 hours ahead of me. Anyway, that's it for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, lunch for today, Wednesday, August 14th, is the last of the pizza. A green salad with some Asian dressing. You normally don't like to have Asian dressing with Italian things, but this one is neutral enough, I guess, because I've had this combination now for several meals that it's okay. Some washed green grapes. I've got a orange Gatorade. I had to go to the doctor's yesterday and rewrap my legs, and one of them is really sore, and all last night I had cramps in both legs. It would alternate between the two, so I didn't get much sleep. So I'm just trying to chug some Gatorade, water throughout, and definitely a coffee this afternoon. All right guys, that's it for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, lunch for today, Thursday, August 15th, is a toasted croissant. Yep, it might be a little too toasted for some. I don't mind it. It's got cream cheese, anything bagel seasoning, or everything bagel seasoning, and ham. I've got a side salad and then some beans that was left over from a dinner the other night. Water throughout, first meal of the day. I will have a coffee this afternoon. This is my last scheduled day of work. Tomorrow, Friday the 16th, is a holiday here in Hawaii, so I probably won't film my lunch. If I do, I'll see you tomorrow. If not, I'll see you next week. Bye. Hey guys, lunch for today, Monday, August 19th, is a meatloaf sandwich and some cherries. We are short-staffed today. I'm in the office. I'm helping with phones. Luckily, no meetings. All right, so that's it for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, lunch for today, Tuesday, August 20th, is a mishmash of things. Came back from a doctor's appointment. My legs are really sore, but I've got a meeting in 30 minutes, so I'm just gonna try to bear through that. I picked up some lunch at this spot right at the hospital. I think I showed it last week too. So that's some hopper rice. It's white and brown rice, just a little bit of Kahlua, and then the tossed salad that came with it, and this is a sesame dressing. I actually have a leftover burrito from last night, so I'm going to eat all of this. First meal of the day. I do have a fruit punch Gatorade as well as water, and I'll probably have a coffee this afternoon. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, lunch is something I just put together really quickly. Sorry, it's Wednesday, August 21st. I've been busy all morning and yet I don't feel like I've gotten anything done. The mashed potatoes were just some leftovers. I fried some eggs and some ham to go on top of it. I'm actually going to mash all that together and eat it. I've got some washed cherries and some apple juice, first meal of the day, and definitely some kind of coffee later on this afternoon, either iced or hot, not sure yet. Anyway, that's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, lunch for today is a creation. We had some vegetables that are getting close to not being good. So this is a stir fry of some, I didn't even look, some one-pot cabbage, some kind of cabbage, bean sprouts, onions, some roast pork we had in the freezer. I think I said onions. I'm exhausted. It has been that kind of year today, and I just need to eat something. It's not spicy, so that's good. I've got a lemon lime Gatorade. I have an iced coffee for later on, first meal of the day, and it's been a struggle, and it will continue to be a struggle. But hopefully this is delicious, so it'll be a highlight of my day. Anyway, that's it for me today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, lunch for today, Friday, October 23rd. Not sure what was going on with my voice right then. Is some washed grapes, a green banana, a canned corned beef. The rice, the spam, and the eggs is actually left over from last night. So this is heated up, but this is cold. I put some shoyu on top. I've got some apple juice up there in the corner. First meal of the day, water throughout, and I do have an iced coffee for later. All right, well, that's it for this week. Hope you guys had or have a great weekend. Bye. Hi guys, lunch for today, Monday, August 26th, is a garlic steak and birria wontons from a local eatery. It is start day. It's nearly 2 o'clock and I'm only just getting to lunch now. I did have breakfast today. That's unusual for me, but a coworker picked up a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, hash brown, and an iced coffee from McDonald's for me. So yeah, I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat now. I'll talk to you guys later. Hey guys, lunch for today, Tuesday, August 27th, is a mishmash of things. First meal of the day, just got back from the hospital, so I'm hungry. Actually, it started eating before I realized I needed to film, or I wanted to. Picked up a plate lunch from in front of the hospital again, so there's a little bit of Kahlua, hopper rice, which is brown and white rice, a tossed green with sesame dressing. This is leftover pork hash from the weekend. This is a combination of yesterday's lunch, meatballs from the night before, and some mini mandu that was in the freezer just to finish the bag. I just stir-fried it all together. The lunch I had yesterday looked flavorful. It wasn't, so I had to come home, brought the rest of it home, and just sauteed it with some teriyaki sauce. I will definitely have a coffee this afternoon and water throughout. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, lunch for today, Wednesday, August 28th, is a baked manapua. Manapua can come baked or steamed. This one is a sweeter bread and there's char siu in it. We have cheese sticks in the fridge, so I have some of those. And this is an udon bowl. That brown stuff is actually a tofu piece that I cut up, and I also added some corn. It's a quick lunch I could scrounge in the fridge before my next meeting. I had 2 meetings this morning. I've been doing some research. I haven't actually done what I wanted to do today, but it's just the nature of the job. Anyway, I definitely have a iced coffee for later. First meal of the day, water throughout. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, lunch for today, Thursday, August 29th, is a salami sandwich on a rosemary bread. Now, I'm actually not a huge fan of rosemary but it's okay. It's from Costco. Some cheese sticks, some Pringles, and some washed green grapes. First meal of the day, water throughout, and definitely coffee and something sweet later. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Guys, lunch for today is a Marie Callender's pot pie. It is Friday, August 30th. I'm not feeling great, so I'm just trying to put something in my stomach. First meal of the day, water throughout. I have an iced coffee in the fridge, but I don't know if I'll be able to get to it. Yeah, it's been a rough day or so. Actually, it's been a rough year. Anyway, that's it for today. Hope you guys had or have a great weekend. Bye.